Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Pondcast. My name is Draco, and joining me today is, once again, Cayla.
Hello.
Chase.
Hello.
Guren.
What's up?
And today we're coming to you from the deep end. Today's episode is going to be about Pokemon, objects, things that we want to see be brought into the game as an actual Pokemon, any abilities that we think would fit well with it, as well as any moves that we could see it having.
Like, I kind of want to see like a coffee-based Pokemon, honestly. What first inspired this, besides what I'm drinking, is they brought in Sinistea and Poltegeist, right? So I'm like, could we have other drinks in that Pokemon franchise as well? So what about coffee? We can have like a coffee Pokemon, you know? Like, I don't know how we're going to go about it, like whether it's like a coffee bean or we actually go with like the whole coffee mug motif. But I do think like the ability it would have would be like Vital Spirit, where it can't be put to sleep, or if it's going to be more of something like what's that other ability?
Yeah, Insomnia's one. There's also Early Riser, which shortens the duration of steady sleep.
Yeah, so like I feel like it would have like those kinds of abilities as a mod, and who knows? Maybe it could be like let's say it does take like the liquid aspects of coffee for its design. We can just have like, you know, a normal black coffee as like the default form, and then I don't know, maybe the shiny form could be like after you add on like all like the creamer and sugars and stuff. So, I don't know. Might be a decent idea.
I think it makes a lot of sense with this region too, because I know in a lot of Spanish-speaking countries, coffee is like a huge deal. Like even like young children will drink coffee, like from pretty early ages, like just culturally. So it would make sense if they're going to include it for it to be in this region. So I really like that.
As someone from a Spanish-speaking culture, yeah, no, you're not wrong. Coffee is life. But instead of going for the cup, I actually was thinking, what if it goes from bean to tree? Because my family actually grows coffee. Those trees they're about 6-7 feet tall, and I could definitely see something like a grass. I don't want to say psychic, but I could definitely see like maybe a grass fire, because you've got to heat the beans to get them to turn into coffee. But the coffee cup idea isn't a bad one either, because we, like you said, we have Sinistea and Poltegeist, thank you. But we also have other foodmon like Vanillux. We've got ice cream. So we got tea, we got ice cream. Why wouldn't we have coffee? That actually, which makes a lot of sense. I could see it going the same route as Sinistea and Poltegeist, though, where it's a ghost typing. But instead of getting the teacup and the tea kettle, you get the coffee cup and the coffee pot. What about grass steel or ghost steel?
That would be nice. As soon as you said steel, the first thing I thought of was like one of those K-cup machines, and I'm like, oh god.
I think a coffee mon would definitely work, and it should be in the game, to be honest with you, if you're going to counter the tea. Because whenever somebody thinks tea, the other option is usually coffee.
Yeah, and they could do sort of like a modern day coffee pot just to mirror Sinistea and Poltegeist, or they could do one of those old timey. I don't know if it's stainless steel or aluminum or what it is, but your fire kettles that you use, that you just stick in the fire and you brew your coffee there.
I could see it.
As we know from the trailers, mosaics are going to be a big part of this game. So what if we have a mosaic Pokemon? So it would start as Yamask, and then it would evolve into a new Pokemon, not Coffergigas and not Runerigus, but like a new third evolution for Yamask, where it has like a piece of a mosaic and it evolves into this like mosaic Pokemon. And it could have an ability similar to Runerigus, where when it makes direct contact with a move, it exchanges abilities. But instead of that, having it be like if it gets hit with like a special attack or something, it changes, because, you know, mosaics are kind of like, I don't know, I feel like they're more special attack based than physical attack. So I feel like we should have that here. Like, I feel like that would be so cool. I don't know what type it would be, though. I feel like it would be ghost something, but I don't know what the secondary type would be.
But okay. I like that. I really like that thought. And it's not like Pokemon haven't gotten 3 separate evolutions. Meowth. And, you know, I could definitely see Yamask fitting that form for the stained glass. I like this thought.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm the same, but I think it would be really cool. And Draco, you can't hate on Meowth, because you're the leader of Team Rocket anyways, you know.
No, and that's supposed to know. I share names.
Yeah, no, I like the idea of
the leader.
Yeah, I think the mosaic design would be pretty cool. Like, I'm surprised they haven't actually done anything like that you know, like for a Pokemon, because you can go like pretty varied and like kind of wild with that, right?
Yeah, it could be very colorful.
I really like color, and I could see something very vibrant, very colorful, very artistic.
Maybe like Ghost Fairy for the typing? I don't know. Like, I couldn't figure out the second type. Obviously Ghost.
You know, here's a thought, because what's the big appeal about stained glass is all the different colors. And what would be kind of interesting is if it got an ability that basically tied it similar to how color change works with or Libero, actually, like Libero or Protean, where if it's going to use an attack, it changes to match that attack for the stab, just kind of like the way light will, when passes through a stained glass, will always change to whatever the color that glass is.
Oh,
I could see that working.
it'd be cool if its entire appearance also changed color, right? Like when that happens as well.
Ooh, visually that would be stunning.
Or even if it's like not the whole design, like even like a piece of it, like a main piece of it, kind of like how, you know, like for like Silvally or Arceus, right? They have, you know, when you put the plates or the disc on them, like certain like little parts of them change, right? Could do that.
Yeah, so maybe it's got like the different color glass floating around it, and like then the main, we'll say like either the body or the head changes colors with the move.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think it would, because I would picture it being pretty defensive, you know? I don't know why. Like, I picture it as like a defensive Pokemon. So maybe like if it gets hit with a move before it's hit with that move, it turns to that type so that it takes resisted damage most of the time. But then it could be weird with types like Dragon, you know?
I think that would be like the fun part of it too.
Yeah.
Definitely. I really like this thought. This is a really good one.
Yeah, no, it is a good idea for sure. So initially I thought maybe a Sangria Pokemon, but you know, that was just the clown in me. So I actually settled as and I chose an object I think could tie in quite nicely to Quaxley's line. Obviously being sailors and that, but like a little ship and bottle Pokemon, but have it be ghost type and have it be like an old dilapidated sort of like old naval ship. Because obviously the Portuguese were also big on their sea travel, and they were, if I'm not mistaken, pioneers in sea travel. But instead of having a glass bottle around it, has like this mist that's the shape of a bottle, and it has the ability, what I'm going to call for the minute as Captain's Vow, and we'll give it like a 5% chance of proccing. It works like Destiny Bond, so if someone lands the final blow on that Pokemon and faints it, the opposing Pokemon faints. So although it could be very OP and very annoying, that's just where my mind's going at the minute.
Pukumuku has Inside Out, which could technically KO a one, in one hit, depending on the hit point adjustment. But I don't see why they wouldn't do another move like that or similar to that. So I kind of like the mist forming the bottle. I think is a great way to reflect that ship in a bottle idea. I do like it.
I'm just imagining now like a full nautical team where you have like Delmise and you have like Ship in the Bottle and you have your Mimic Pokemon and like...
Oh God, I didn't even think about Delmise.
Yeah, right? Like you could have, and you have your sailor with Quaxley, like you could have a full like nautical themed team.
That'd be so sick.
Let's do it. Let's go. Come on. I like this. I like where this went.
I still think that's pretty cool, because like I never would have thought of like Ship in a Bottle. But then when I think about it again, or like now, it's like it's gonna be like one of those cool, or it would be one of those cool like Pokemon ideas that are based off of like inanimate objects, so to speak. And then going with like the whole like nautical idea, I think that'd be really cool.
For me, I'm not gonna lie, I am on this whole kick where I want to see a capybara. And I mean, it's a giant rodent. It's about as big as a dog, but they are absolutely so chill that it's ridiculous. And I could picture it be like a normal type, maybe a psychic type, where it's got a lot of moves like Calm Mind, Hypnosis, things like that. Like I could see it more of a bulky support mon, personally. Even the ability could be like, can cause sleep if you hit it, if you make contact with it. Because if you look online, there's pictures of a capybara surrounded by like gators and ducks, and they're just all sitting, chilling out, having a day. It is insane.
I can definitely see that in terms of like the animations where like you walk up to it and it just doesn't move at all.
Oh yeah, when you encounter it on the field, right? Oh,
yeah.
Well, or it could act like this Gen Snorlax.
That would be fun. Like really
It's
beefy
gonna-
normal type.
Oh, and I think like if you meant by like this Gen Snorlax, right? Like what if the capybara was the thing that's blocking your way, right? Like to go to the next
Exactly.
area. Oh
What if
my-
there was just like a pile of them?
yeah,
They're just
yeah,
sleeping
yeah.
on top of each other like, sup?
Like, oh, we can't get past here. I wonder what you would use to like get them out of the way, though. You know, like would it still be like a poke flute, or like would it be something else? Maybe like food.
Smacks.
Because like I was thinking too, like when you showed the alligator or the crocodile pic, right? I was like, what if hidden ability, intimidate, and that's why that croc isn't like looking its way or nothing. It's just like, oh man, I hope it doesn't snap at me. I'm just chilling here too, you know. Like,
You will be chill. I could see it. I'd be down for that. Intimidate capybara.
I'm still surprised it hasn't even been done yet either, you know, like out of like all the things that we could have. Especially for like if we're still doing like the whole like, oh yeah, here's our Route 1 road in like type Pokemon, right? Like what if that capybara was like the Route 1, you know? Secret OP though too at the same time.
I love the
Like-
monkey that's holding up the capybara's head.
I like how it's nuzzling up to the cat.
That's very cute.
Confirm move. It's gonna have a nuzzle-like ability that makes Pokemon fall asleep instead of paralyzed. Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Confirm.
Mm.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
That would be an interesting concept for a move too.
I'm looking up ways to get them to move, and it's just like, nah, they're not moving.
Where are capybaras from?
I think they're South American. It's just one of those things where I've just been on this weird kick about them.
This is just more of like just a thing for me, and I don't know if we actually do have too much of them, but I really kind of just want to see more dragon Pokemon. Like just as someone who loves dragon type Pokemon, like I want to see more. Honestly,
What,
That's just
apple
me,
pie
though.
dragon wasn't enough?
no, it wasn't.
Like if they had like a sandworm dragon, you know, because we see in the trailer like something coming up through the sand. So what if that was a dragon? Like that would be cool.
That would be cool. And I think
That
like in
would be
one
really
of the
cool.
things too, right? Like it's like there's like an earthworm thing that's kind of like speculated
Into
to
that.
also be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah, especially with Dune just coming out and being popular, you know. I could see people
My
liking
head. Get out of my head.
Teeth!
that.
Teeth!
What do you see? Teeth. Nothing but teeth. I think it's a Sarlacc.
I kind of wonder how they would Pokemon-ify it, you know?
I know people aren't really big on them, but from my understanding, the Portuguese are very big on food, and I'd love to see some like really good food Pokemon pay homage to the culture.
Ooh, going off on the food idea for that Chase was bringing up. Since he also brought up seafood, I don't know if this fits in the region though, but if they bring up like a paella Pokemon, you know, even if it's like a single stage, I would be okay. I don't know how they go about it honestly, but that'd be kind of cool.
Also, this is gonna sound a bit gore-ish, but you know how we have quite a few like crabby type Pokemon? A crab curry Pokemon.
No.
Crab curry Pokemon.
Poor Krabby.
Well, I mean, hold on a second. What about if it was like similar to? So do you guys know about the samurai crab of Japan?
The one with the face?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The one with the really long legs.
I don't know if they're long legs,
Spider
but
crab?
race of crabs that because the shells look like samurai, the Japanese wouldn't fish them because they believed at one point that the souls of the samurai were inhabiting those crab, which is why they have the weird looking shell. Now, because they were never fished, it's become a defensive mechanism, and so now there's so many of these crabs all over the place. Take that concept though, but apply it to the crab curry idea, so that it's a crab, but the back of the shell looks like curry.
Curry.
Yeah.
Huh.
It could be like water fire.
Yeah,
Like if it's spicy curry.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting
And
down.
what goes well with curry? Salt and pepper.
Oh my god. Here we go. Let's go.
That's leading back to to our previous episode about the Gen 9 spoilers. But yeah, oh god, this is gonna be a delicious generation from the sound of it.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest though a little bit. Like when Chase first mentioned crab curry, I was picturing like some variant of Krabby, and you know like how crabs spit out bubbles, but it spits out curry instead. Like I don't know why. Like that was like the first thing that popped in my head.
I just pictured it like because it like drools the bubbles. I was like, it's drooling curry. It's just like slipping out of its mouth. Ew.
It's good. It's good to have like
What if
some like fancy lore behind it too, right? They say that a drip of the curry from its mouth would enhance any flavor of curry to its maximum or something. I don't know.
Hopefully it wouldn't be like the Mega Evolution Pokédex entries where it's like, it is in constant pain, its insides are cooking. That'd be so bad!
Yeah, well, who knew crab curry could get so dark?
And with that, we'll bring this episode to a close. What are your thoughts on what Pokemon that we've brought up? Do you guys have anything that you wanted to see turned into a Pokemon? Let us know down below. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But I also want to thank Cayla for joining us today. Definitely go check her out. And I'll have the link posted directly below. And as always, have a wonderful day. Bye.
Ciao.
Shoots.
Bye!